Main event. It's a 5-round fight between middleweight contenders Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. That is a bad fight. And obviously next month in Paris, we have another top middleweight contender fight between number 2 ranked Imavov and 7th ranked Bohalyo. And then Vancouver is a few weeks later. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. And we're going to end up with a middleweight challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's title that he just won. So these fights...
Is it really happening? The moment the entire MMA world has been waiting for is finally here. The UFC has just officially confirmed a blockbuster middleweight showdown. Khamzat Chimaev will face the dangerous French contender, Nassourdine Imavov. This is not just a fight, it's a statement. We've got all the details on what this massive announcement means for the title picture, so let's get into it. The main event is a 5-round showdown between middleweight contenders Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, a fight fans won't want to miss. Both men are at the top of their game and are looking to make a statement that they are ready for a title shot. This matchup is a crucial test of skill and endurance that will have significant implications for the entire division. The action doesn't stop there. Next month in Paris, and then just weeks later in Vancouver, the middleweight division heats up even more with a series of other crucial battles. Each of these matchups will provide a clear picture of who is climbing the ranks and who is ready to take the next step toward championship contention. The pressure is on, and every fighter knows that a win here is the only way to move forward. All of these matchups are leading to one thing: deciding the next challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's newly won middleweight title. Every single fight carries huge stakes for the fighters involved, as a win could catapult them into a life-changing opportunity. The division is more exciting than it has been in years, and the path to the championship is filled with high-risk, high-reward matchups.
Well, listen, congratulations, brother, and final message for Khamzat Chimaev.
Félicitations, je suis content pour lui. Il a gagné la ceinture. C'est quelqu'un que je connais, je sais que tu t'attends à... Je suis le prochain pour combattre pour la ceinture. Est-ce qu'il aura toujours la ceinture à ce moment-là? Est-ce que peut-être qu'il va monter de cateau ou descendre? Parce qu'il parlait, il m'a pas call out, donc j'ai pas envie de le call out. Je veux juste combattre contre la ceinture et je call out la ceinture. C'est à mon tour.
Il a dit félicitations. Sorry, he said congratulations, congratulations for the victory, congratulations for the belt. You know, I don't want to call him out. I want to call out the belt. If he has the belt, of course we're going to fight for the belt. If he goes up in weight class, I'm going to fight for whoever got the belt. My goal is the belt. Is not.
Nassourdine Imavov used the moment to call out Khamzat Chimaev, but he did so with respect and professionalism. He began by congratulating Chimaev on his recent victory at UFC Paris, making it clear that his challenge wasn't personal. Imavov isn't chasing Chimaev for a rivalry or a personal grudge. Instead, Imavov's ultimate goal is the middleweight title, no matter who is holding it. His call-out was a direct statement of his ambition, showing that he believes he's ready for the biggest test in the division. For him, Chimaev simply represents the next step on his path to becoming a champion.
After the fight, you said there's no other option for me than the title shot. Obviously, we've got that fight in Vancouver, so will you even go out there to watch that fight, or are you just going to stay here?
Ok, j'étais pas au courant. Enfin, j'ai vu qu'ils avaient annoncé, mais je savais pas où est-ce qu'on combattait. Non, c'est moi le prochain. Je m'inquiète même pas pour ce combat.
Yeah, I'm the next. I'm not even worried about the next fight. I mean, you have to be realist, and no one did what I did for the last year. And I just, you know, five opponents, 5 top 10 guys, 2 finishes. I mean,
Nassourdine Imavov is confident he'll be next in line for the middleweight title, and isn't worried about the upcoming fight between Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Hernandez. He believes his recent performances have already put him in the prime position to challenge for the belt, and the outcome of that fight doesn't change his standing. Imavov points to his 5 victories over top 10 opponents as definitive proof that he's earned the shot. He says that given his impressive resume, he should be the one to challenge Khamzat Chimaev for the belt next.
About this fight, right? Because I was listening to Kyle's interview after the fight, and he was talking about how he lost his adrenaline. He just couldn't get motivated once he was in there. And there was a certain moment in the fight, I think it was at the end of the second round, there might have been 10 seconds left, and he didn't even look towards you. There was 10 seconds left and he kind of was already walking to his corner. So could you kind of feel him disengaging and kind of breaking down as the fight went on?
J'ai ressenti, ouais. J'ai ressenti, il était plus déterminé avant le combat. Tu sais, il y a une semaine, il était beaucoup plus déterminé. Je pensais qu'il allait me rentrer dedans. Mais voilà, à chaque fois que je le touchais, il a essayé il bougeait énormément. Il essayait d'éviter la distance de frappe.
Yeah, I felt it. I felt he was a lot more motivated a week before the fight. During the fight, it was more difficult, and I felt like every time I touched him, it was difficult for him. But you know, when there is no solution for the opponent, it's very difficult.
Speaking about his recent fight, Nassourdine Imavov admitted that he quickly noticed his opponent, Caio Borralho, begin to struggle at UFC Paris. He described how Borralho came into the bout looking motivated and ready, but with every passing minute and every single exchange, the fight became tougher for him. Imavov explained that his goal was to apply relentless pressure, forcing Borralho to work constantly without finding any easy targets. He added that it's incredibly difficult for any fighter to maintain their confidence when their opponent refuses to leave any openings for them to exploit.
Is the one to fight Khamzat. How do you think he does?
I don't know how anyone beats Khamzat at the moment.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, yeah.
He's a menace, man, after
Honestly,
that Whittaker
like,
fight.
his wrestling is so high level. Like, you need like, I feel like the way to beat him is with high level jiu-jitsu. So if Imavov has high level back jiu-jitsu, you know, which I know he does have high level jiu-jitsu, but if it's that high level, like Gilbert Burns high level, then maybe we'll see something. But I don't know. There's also, fights are funny. Like, anything can happen to them. You know?
For sure.
Maybe Chimaev like dives into a knee or a foot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Robert Whittaker says he doesn't see anyone stopping Khamzat Chimaev right now. Whittaker's reasoning is centered on Chimaev's world-class wrestling, a skill that allows him to dictate every aspect of a fight from the very first bell. According to Whittaker, Khamzat's ability to get opponents to the ground and control them from top position is a puzzle that no one in the middleweight division has been able to solve effectively. He further believes that it would take a specific skill set to really test Chimaev. Whittaker points to the need for someone with outstanding jiu-jitsu, an athlete who can not only defend against takedowns but also pose a submission threat from their back. This would be the only way to force Khamzat to fight out of his comfort zone and create a new layer of danger he hasn't yet faced in his career. Still, despite his high praise for Chimaev's current dominance, Whittaker is a veteran of the sport and knows that in MMA, anything can happen. He reminds everyone that all it takes is one perfectly placed strike, one big knee or a well-timed kick to change the outcome of a fight in an instant. This serves as a powerful reminder that no fighter is truly invincible and that the possibility of an upset always looms.
Per pound list. Is that a list that matters to you, and where would you put yourself?
I don't know. I don't care who does that things, you know, so for sure it has to be now.
On the other hand, after his dominant win at UFC 319, Khamzat Chimaev set his sights on becoming a double champion and climbing to the #1 spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. He even hinted at moving down a weight class to challenge for a second belt and prove his dominance across divisions.
Say you become the middleweight champion, would you rather defend at 185 or try to get another belt right away?
It doesn't matter. So I will be ready, I hope. There's no injury, nothing's gonna happen in the fight. So maybe defend the belt, maybe fight somebody. I'm doing my business, so it doesn't matter if they give me money. So I will fight anyone.
Is there a world where you could end up fighting Islam Makhachev at 170?
We'll see who is gonna be the champ there, but it's the fastest way. If the guy wins the fight, fastest way to get the fight won.
Even before his last fight at UFC 319, Khamzat Chimaev stated that his main goal was to stay healthy and avoid injuries. As he continued to push for another title, he made it clear he is ready for whatever the UFC throws at him, whether it's defending his belt or taking on a new challenger in another division. When asked about a possible fight with Islam Makhachev, Chimaev said, "It depends on the result of Makhachev's upcoming bout against Jack Della Maddalena." He noted that if Islam wins, that matchup could come together very quickly.
JDM, because if JDM defends and wins defends that title against Islam, who better than to say, okay, let's solidify him as the new generation of champion by taking on the biggest name, the former pound for pound in the division. Of course, me. And listen, and then of course, if Islam wins, pound for pound versus pound for pound fighting. I mean, I'm not really worried here. You know, I've done my job to let them know, because they wanted to see, hey, are you still that guy? Can you still hang with these guys? Can you still do your thing? And I've done that. I've went in and I've shown.
Khamzat Chimaev also shared his thoughts on the Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena fight, calling it a tough matchup but giving a slight edge to Makhachev to get the win. Chimaev explained that while he respects Della Maddalena's dangerous striking and knockout power, he believes that Islam's relentless pressure and world-class wrestling will be the deciding factor. He added that in a matchup of this caliber, the ability to control where the fight takes place is the ultimate key to victory. For that reason, Chimaev predicted that Islam's suffocating grappling and top control will slowly wear Della Maddalena down, securing him the win. It's official, and the feeling is still the same. Is it really happening?
I think Islam Makhachev is a better version of Bilal. I think his striking on the feet is. I think it's more. I even think it's easier. The striking on the feet, I think it's easier than Bilal, because he's more just, he'll stay in one stance. He's more traditional style. But yeah, he's the pound for pound number one. So it's a tough fight. But guess we'll just watch all his fights again, make a solid game plan, and then just start working at it. From pretty much now, I'm going to start working on ways to beat him, different ways to get back to my feet, stuff in the takedown. But
the fight the entire MMA world has been waiting for is no longer a fantasy, it's a reality. The clash between Khamzat Chimaev's relentless pressure and Nassourdine Imavov's precision striking is a dream matchup that is set to change the middleweight division forever. But the real question is, who is the favorite to win this fight? On one side, you have the unstoppable force in Chimaev, whose wrestling dominance has put the entire UFC on notice. On the other, you have a calculated and dangerous finisher in Imavov, who has proven he can go toe-to-toe with the best in the world. This is a classic pick'em, and the outcome feels completely unpredictable. So, what's your final take? Who do you think will walk away with the win and stake their claim for the title? Let us know your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more exclusive breakdowns and updates. We'll see you in the next one.